Hello guys, Salty Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing Ikkitousen Western Wolves. This is the final OVA series for Ikkitousen. It may be several years before we finally get to see a new OVA series. This OVA series takes place right after Ikkitousen Extravaganza Epoch. It really was like a direct sequel to it. Gentoku and the students from three major schools confront Himiko in this OVA series in order to get back the two Magatamas that Himiko stole. We finally get to see Himiko in action. The first couple episodes were just characters traveling to Himiko's location and spending time together. We get to see them get drunk and act funny. It was hilarious seeing the girls strip their clothes while drunk. We also get to see Hakufu and Soso deal with the loss of their powers. The first fight doesn't occur until near the end of the first episode. It involved a girl from the Kansai region who was wearing a mask. Her powers were pretty cool. She could summon foxes and other spirits. She could also use some sort of attack that fired out metal. It was entertaining seeing Kokin and Chuko fight her in a battle. I'm glad the fight wasn't determined by the power of friendship. So before the final confrontation with Himiko, Kanyu discovers a strong fighter that wants to fight her, and Shohei undergoes training in order to become a S-rank fighter. I didn't really care for those scenes involving Kanyu and that strong fighter from Kansai. Kanyu didn't have a weapon ready, so the fighter wasn't that interested in fighting her more. Kind of disappointing. Shohei tries to learn to use her ki, and I'm glad there was a training session because that made the final episode make sense. Shohei became an S-rank fighter through training, and not because of the power of friendship. The final fight involving Himiko was pretty cool. She was a lot like Itachi in that she could use illusions. It was as if she was using genjutsu. It was entertaining seeing her make the characters lose their minds. Now, it's not the most unique power because we already seen his power in Naruto and many other series, but I would take that power over generic energy blasts. Himiko also had some nice defensive techniques as well. It was enjoyable seeing Shohei actually be useful for once and getting her moments. It wasn't Kanyu saving everyone for once. I'm glad this OVA series had someone else save the day. It becomes too predictable when Hakufu or Kanyu ends up being the final villain. The only thing I was a little disappointed about for the fights was that Hakufu didn't get that much screen time. Even in the previous OVA series, she didn't get that much screen time either, and during Season 4, she didn't get that much screen time compared to Bacho and Kanyu. It makes me wonder, why is she not appearing that much anymore? She's like the most important character in Ikkitousen. You don't want to overuse her too much in the show, but going the other extreme way and barely showing her is not good either. The ecchi scenes were non-existent. It's just so weird. The characters were constantly making love in Season 1 and Season 2, but after that, nobody really gets that intimate anymore. Not even the side characters. It's disappointing to see. Seeing girls get stripped naked is not enough for me. Besides that mysterious girl in the mask, there really wasn't any amazing new characters this season. We did get to see what Himiko's personality is like, which is she doesn't have much of a personality at all. She just brags about how strong she is compared to Shohei and her friends. Nothing about her personality seems that interesting to me. Just seems like a generic villain to me. The ending song for this OVA series was decent. The music was nice to listen to. The animation style and animation looked good once again. This was a good OVA series for Ikkitousen. It had very funny moments. There was actually a training session for once. Himiko had cool powers. And most importantly, fights were not won because of the power of friendship. I give this OVA series a 7 out of 10. So, that's all I want to talk about for today. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day or night wherever you are. And please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.